Dús Bottom Milwaukee Sarad Ara Butler for the passionate way in which she spoke. I think it's been a very good debate and a very good statement in the relation and the pride that our government shows. Pride is not just a celebration, it's a call to action. And as we mark it here today, we must be clear, there's no room for complacency in Ireland. I'm really proud to be in the Dáil here and listening from my office and since I've been in the chamber for how everyone has spoke about their own personal experience and their own livelihood of how we need to stand up to those who are trying to discriminate and push the people in our society down. Around the world, we're seeing coordinated attacks. I hear multiple members here speak about Hungary and what just happened to the LGBTQI+ organisation there, often as a broader assault on democracy, equality and dignity. But Ireland must not only resist those forces, we must lead by example. I mentioned here 3 months ago that key stakeholders are struggling to engage with the Department of Health. And Minister, I would ask you that you can ask for an update for the Taoiseach to meet with the key stakeholders regarding the Health-Assisted Human Reproductive Acts of 2024, as it's disproportionately impacting LGBTQI+ families. We cannot allow legislation to become a barrier to recognition. And Minister, I speak to you from a personal background. My own sister and her wife are expecting their first child, and they're very lucky to have conceived that child in Ireland. But if that child had been conceived outside of Ireland, my sister's wife would not be recognised as a parent. We can I raised this months ago, but the LGBT+ Parent Alliance have still not had the opportunity to meet with the Taoiseach. So Minister, I appeal to you to ask the Taoiseach and try to get that meeting over the line. It's not good enough, and I would just ask that it does be done. So today I'm asking the government, in the spirit of broad and the spirit of pride, that we progress to commit to a published independent equality audit of the AHR legislation, engage directly with the Parenting Alliance. They've been in contact, they've emailed the department, and I think it's a very, very important thing to do. On another issue, I think that the Department of Health needs to publish clear timelines for both amending the legislation and the commencement of the Act. I'm delighted to support a programme for government that mentions so much for this community, but we need a whole government approach. The National LGBTQI+ Inclusion Strategy outlines a path forward. Let's follow it. We all know, and I've heard it across the chamber today, which I'm delighted, we need a comprehensive trans-inclusive ban on conversion therapy with no loopholes. The immediate enactment of the disregard scheme to finally remove the historic criminal conviction imposed on them since 1993. The new trans healthcare model, which multiple deputies have raised today, based on informed consent, will be transformational for the community. This isn't about dignity. This is about dignity. It's about rights, and it's about basic decency. We've come so far as a country, but we're not done. And in the spirit of the month of Pride, we need to do the best we can. We need to bring in legislation that creates real, meaningful, lasting change. And I look forward to meeting my new niece. Gurv Mogat.